specific frequency to affect the way we behave. It's true that our specific frequency.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. And the kingdom and dominion, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. And before I get on with this video, I want to give all praises to Abanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And just another clip by the bro here, Manatazak Ban Yumyan 144. Very visual, inspirational videos, you know. But you know, one day, every day is a day closer to things being the way that it's supposed to be, basically. All right, because when it's all said and done, you know, as I've been saying lately, Yahweh Shemal Shah has it to where within the first month of creation, you know, Esau, he's had his time to rule. The nations have had their opportunity to rule. Eve, or just women in general, have had their time to rule. All right. And that way the Lord getting all that out the way, so that when we're set back up in power, starting with Yahweh Shai first and foremost, all right, we can truly enjoy eternity. All right. Wickedness has had its fun, or wickedness has had its reign. It's time for righteousness to be established. All right. We're in the winning season. And this is why, as I just read here, and as the scriptures go into Esau, he's going to come in, he's going to have his final hoorah and ultimately make his move to come against the saints. And we're with it, because the sooner he does what he has to do, the sooner the ball can get rolling on this thing, which only means the kingdom is that much more closer. So this is why we're so adamant on all hell breaking loose. Like I said, hurry up and get that shit out the way, so we can get the kingdom already, because this shit has got to come to an end. I know, brothers, at least those in the right mind, all right, the hopefully elect, we are ready to truly live, and mainly to the brothers, all right, mainly for brothers. We're ready to live. We're ready to actually enjoy our women, our children, all right. We're ready to see the king, all right. We're ready to possess the kingdom, to take this kingdom down, and again, Lord willing, inherit the kingdom with Yahweh Shai and enjoy creation. The Lord, or the world was created to be inhabited. It was created to be enjoyed. But due to this curse that is currently plaguing the world, because this survival shit is not it. This survival shit, man. This ain't it, and this is not how it's supposed to be. Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8, verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with them, that we may be also glorified together. And you see, no one wants this more than the king himself. All right? Because by default, the kingdom is Yahweh Shai's, but hey, what good is it if, what good is it to have a kingdom and, you don't have no one to share it with? That's how Esau, he's an unfit king. He's an unfit ruler. Because Esau, here it is, he has more than man can desire on his side. But here it is, his own people are suffering in this kingdom. All right. His own people, But when you look at the examples in our history, specifically what comes to mind is King Solomon, which was Yahweh Shai, for those that have ears to receive. That commonwealth that, we had a glimpse of at one point when Queen Sheba pulled up, and she thought one of the servants was the king, being that, all Israel was pretty much on a level at that time. All right. Again, going back to that commonwealth. And that's what we want to see at the end of the day. Because this shit is played out, man. This shit is old. All right. It's vexing. This place, it has this succubus spirit, man. This place just sucks the life out of you. And that's why we can't wait for this shit to go down. We can't wait for all hell to break loose in this bitch, man. This bitch has got to go. All right, again, everyone has had their time to play. When it comes to the men of the Lord, it's our time. All right? It's our time. It's going to be about you. All right? The ball is in your court. Hell, you own the whole court. You own the land, goddammit. All right? You own all the acres. The world is yours, Scripture said we are more than conquerors. This shit ain't it. As the scripture say, we have no continuing city. This is an unnatural habitat for the Israelite man and women, but specifically for the men. Because again, these women, of course you benefit You know, everything is based off of convenience for the women. All right. So again, specifically for the men, for brothers. All right. You know, this is an unnatural habitat for the Israelite man. Well, we're getting ready to come into our true habitat. All right. And you know, we can be who we are, men. You know, and I'll just be one to ask Jake, you know, because it's just one of those things, you get it or you don't get it, but you get it. You know, it's just like, why can't Jake see? It's like, don't you want more? You know, Jake is so down bad. You try to tell Jake what the deal is. You are the people of Yahweh Shem Shai. You are sons of the Most High Power, you know, the chosen. And even in the low state, Jake knows that they come from royalty. This is why everyone wants to be us. Even in our lowest state, everyone wants to be us. You know, Jake makes anything look good. That's just, you know, because we've been reduced to the few exceptions, the LeBron Jameses and the Jay-Z's. We've been reduced to what comes to us naturally. And you know, what comes naturally to us is just being great. You know? So that's why, you know, we do prevail in everything. We are better at everything. You know? But again, you know, because we are more than conquerors. So it's like, aren't you ready to conquer, Jake? Like I said, it's just one of those things. You don't get it, but you do get it. Because the Lord has these people blinded. The Lord has Jake blinded. You try to tell Jake that, hey, you know, there's coming a time you're not going to have to work a 9-to-5 job. And Jake gets fearful. Jake gets afraid because this is all Jake knows. This is all Jake knows. You know, all Jake knows is suffering. All Jake knows is catching hell. But there's more to it than this. And of course, they don't have the vision. So again, you don't get it, but you do get it. You know? But that's why I'm going to go to this. Because it starts with the elect first and foremost. That's some crazy work, you know. We try to tell Jake that you're not gonna have to work a 9-to-5 job in the kingdom, and Jake gets afraid. Jake gets fearful. It's like, what? It just goes to show you how down bad how down bad we've become, man. How far left we went. But you see, when you're on the bottom, the only direction is up, and that's where we're headed. Esau, he's been on the top. Hey, the only direction from there is to go down, man. So everyone's out there time to play. It's our time. All right. Ain't no more children ruling your households, disobedient children getting fed first. When you're the one that works, right, provides, you do everything, and here it is. The children get to eat first. No more of this bullshit, man. No more of this confusion. You know, this place has got to go, man. We can't wait for the missiles to cleanse this shit up. Sirach 33. Because again, you know, it starts with the elect first and foremost. Sirach 33 and 18. Hear me, O ye great men of the people. So you see the leaders. It starts with the leaders first and foremost. O great men of the people. All right. Hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. So you see, all right, to the great men, you hopefully elect brothers, you aristocrats, the Allahayim that was with Yahweh Shai in the very beginning. And that's why it's personal, because I always use the example when you go to the beach. If you just picture going to the beach and you built this magnificent sandcastle, it took you 12 hours to make this sandcastle, and then all of a sudden, you know, this knucklehead destroys everything that you you created, you know, that's going to make you feel some type of way. Well, likewise, on a more grand scale of things, again, seeing creation in the condition that it's in is personal for the elect. Yahushua first and foremost, and those elect, because those elect were with Yahushua, bringing all this into existence. But look at the condition that it's in. So it's personal, man. You know, and that's why it's going to take 1,000 years, the first day in the kingdom, to undo all the bullshit that Esau has done. Uproot all the wickedness and establish that righteousness within that first day. That's what that's going to consist of. Undoing all this madness that Esau has done. You see? And the whole earth is groaning. The whole earth is crying out. So, like I said, hear me, O ye great men of the people. Be ready to be great. You know, it's already happening. You know, we're only transitioning from glory to glory. All right. We're getting ready to inherit things beyond words. And that's why I like to think on that 2 Esdras 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. What we have is so far-fetched. The Lord summed it up in 2 letters, 1 word. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So what we're getting ready to inherit, what we're getting ready to come into, you know, I would say well-deserved, but then again, we don't deserve it, you know. And that's why we just have to endure this chastening for a little season, because what we're getting ready to come into, man, we don't deserve, you know. We're going to be looking back like, damn, we get all this, and all we had to do was endure that little season of suffering, you know. But hey, it's the Father's good pleasure. He can't wait. Like I said, no one wants it more than the Heavenly Father. He can't wait to give it to us. Like I said in the beginning, everyone had their time to play. Everyone had their time to rule. Get that shit out the way in the beginning, in the first quarter. And that way we'll be able to enjoy the rest of eternity. You see, man, so it's our time to rule, man. You know, it's our time to play. All right. There's only a few seconds left on the shot clock. Revelation. No more of this bullshit, man. No more of this headaches. No more of this shit. This shit has got to come to an end. ASAP. Because goddamn. Hate this fucking place. Like it tells you in Romans 8, man, and you know, we've grown things that can't even be put into words, you know, speaking this bastard's language. We have groanings that it can't even be put into words. It can't even be uttered. That's why the Spirit is making intercession for us, because this is just goddamn. Revelation 21. I'm going to start at 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Going into when the elect come down from those chariots after witnessing the destruction of all manner of wickedness. You know, because this is the last hurrah for wickedness, disobedience. This is the last go around for this shit. All right. And when it comes to the establishing of the kingdom, this is where it starts, and we'll be able to enjoy eternity. Verse 2, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, decked out. All right, new bodies. All right. Verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, because this holy city, New Jerusalem, is talking about the elect, because Jerusalem is the people before it's a place. So it's talking about the men coming out down from those chariots again after witnessing the destruction. The scriptures talk about how the elect are going to be in the chariots watching the destruction, and they're going to give praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, they're going to the elect are going to be giving glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. It's going to be a terrifying sight, a terrifying view. But hey, nevertheless, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, because hey, ain't no rest in peace when it comes to America, man. There ain't gonna be no RIP in the sense of rest in peace, but rather rest in pieces, bitch. And that's gonna be all she wrote for this bitch. And all manner of evil is gonna be subdued. All manner of evil is gonna be shut up. God damn it. Verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men. So you see, again, you rulers of the people, you great men of the people, again, you aristocrats, you elect, starts with you first and foremost. Get ready to be great, be in your habitat. Because again, this is an unnatural habitat, for the Israelite man. This is an unnatural habitat. But it said, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And God himself shall be with them and be their power. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So like I said, aren't you Jake's ready to live for real? Aren't you ready to experience life? Aren't you ready to breathe real air? Like I said, enjoy real women that's just for you. Because what's that like? I've never had a virgin. And even to the virgins out there, for the most part, their mind is still penetrated by Western philosophy. It's a lose-lose on the side. It's a lose-lose. But just imagine that, being able to go to high holy day events, right? And bringing all your wives and your children. Your wives aren't going to be lusted for any other man but you. She's only going to be for you, She's going to be your woman, your wife. Imagine that. What's that like? It's just like, damn, because you want to give Eve for those that are trying to do right for the most part, but you just know there's just something in the back of our minds that, hey, Eve is never really going to be for us. Our children, they're not our children on this side. It's just like, damn, Jake don't got nothing on this side but Yahweh Shema Shai, but that's all right. That's all right. Again, like I said, get all this manner of foolishness, all this folly, all this bullshit, get it out now, man. The Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai. Get it out now. That way we can enjoy our women, our wives, our children, being worry-free, stress-free. Like I just said, man, there's going to be no more pain, no more sorrow, no more RIP shirts for Jake, Jake getting hit by stray bullets. No more of this shit. And it's just like, isn't that what you want, Jake? Don't you want better? Isn't this what you want? The type of environment that you want? Again, we've been reduced to, Jake thinks that we're winning because there's the exceptions. When you judge your people by the commonwealth of your nation, by the average citizen of your nation. not the exception. And Jake thinks just because we have the few exceptions, those that so-called made it, that we're winning. And that's just not the case. Because even with that being said, LeBron James can't take care of all his people, all his aunties and uncles and them. He can't take care of his whole lineage, his his whole family as a whole. You know, that's why, like King Solomon said, it's all vanity and vexation. You know, because it's not the kingdom. Because King Solomon had everything, but it's just not the kingdom. You know, and this chick, Clarissa Shields, said that. You know, she did an interview about how, hey, because she does take care of her family for the most part, you know. And it's not enough. Why? Because they want to be here. That's what she said, you know. They still don't, they still hate her because they want to be here. And it's just like, you see, you can't get nothing on the side, man. So that's why, hey, we need the kingdom. All right. And this will be the time where, hey, you know, we can reign in our domain. You know, the king's domicile, the kingdom, the king's domicile. All right. That's what we're waiting for, man. This is what we need. And this is for the betterment of the world. When we get set back up in power, hey, it's going to be for the well-being of the world, the welfare of the world. Everyone's going to benefit off of us being in power, man. Because this ain't it. God damn it. This ain't it. And the Wadi Yahweh Shemal Shah, this ain't it. The Wadi Yahweh Shemal, this ain't it. The Wadi Yahweh Shemal Shah, you know, we got that vision. Because, boy, if this was it, just kill me now. God damn it. Take me out now. This shit's so bad. Jake would rather burn in the place. You know, if there was a place called hell, Jake would rather be there. Because at this point, anything is better than this shit. It's just like, God damn. You know. But that's our time, man. You know, it's winning season for the elect. Yeah, you know, we gotta go through this little bullshit. You know, gotta go through Jacob's trouble. Like I said, man, you know, there's only a few more seconds on the clock, but this shit is almost over. You know, and hey, from there, it's gonna be our time. You know, it is our time. God damn it, it is our time. Entering into that winning season. The Lord allowed these people to have their way. These people have been able to play around. It's our time now. All right. It's time for the kings to rule. It's time for the kings to be set back up in power. And this is what we're entering into, Lord willing. I pray that this was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shemal Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.